Almost had a burp there, but we're going to roll with it. Okay. So, hi. Hello again. It's been a while. It's been really crazy with like real life stuff. But if you couldn't tell, I think we're going to do some spiral stairs. If the spiral stairs to the left wasn't your first clue, I'm telling you now, we're doing spiral stairs. So, start off, I'm going to not suck at making a video. And two, if you have not mastered stairs, the basic creation of stairs, ramps, collidables, all that kind of stuff, how to line things up, there's 2 links in the description below. One is a video I made a while back on how to make basic stairs, or how I personally make them. There's also the super zabby how-to list. Check either one out or check both of them out. Check out multiple different things. Check them all out. But master the basics of stair making first before trying to attempt to make spiral stairs. Otherwise, you will pull out your hair, literally. Number 2, or probably 3, I lost count. Just wanted to do a little quick apology for how long it's been. Real life has been truly and honestly crazy past few years. A lot of family stuff and health issues with family and whatnot. Moving halfway across the country, finding my wonderful, amazing boyfriend that I now live with, and I got a new real life job. Tons of different stuff going on. Crazy busy. So I apologize in advance for not being around. But hopefully things have slowed down enough to where I could be on a little bit more often, maybe make a video or two a little bit more often. So please, by all means, put in the description below any other things you would like to see made. Even if I don't know how to do it, I will try and figure out how to do it and share that information with you guys. So, and that being said, thank you for everybody for all your support and understanding. And yeah, let's get into it. So 2 links below that are very important that you need to go and check out and also grab the tool from. There's, and I'm sorry, Peter, if I mess up your name. SiFu, I think that's always how I said it in my head. SiFuPeters stair tool. And instructions plus the download is in the links below. You're going to need that. And also the Black Rider's tips on how to actually use the tool. And he kind of goes over like basic system of how you implement all the information. And it is actually really accurate. I read it after the fact. I only found it after I had already messed around with the tool a little bit. And it's actually really, really good information. And definitely go check those out. Okay, so that being said, let's roll. Okay, so I made these really quick. Well, not really quick because it's a little time consuming with the copying and pasting. But see, they work lovely. They're amazing and very minimal like fuddling with things, if any at all. So there was some like knowledge curve kind of thing, but they work great and they look great. Okay, so this is how you basically start out. So I made this little one. I'll probably put the link down in there as well for that. This is a updated version of the tool that was made by, I believe, Indy and Tom. I believe there's also a description in the below for that blog post by Bijo, which is also an amazing thing that helped me learn basic stair making. So we're going to pop into the prop editor. And so I'm actually back up a little bit. Popped in the prop editor. We're also going to resize our window, which I already most conveniently had it set up already. So we're also going to ignore my multitude of windows. And we're going to hop over here. This is in the forum. This is the link that's posted down and below for SiFuPeters stair tool. It's in the Utherverse forums. And we're going to go down here. He goes over some basic instructions. And you want to click this and it will download it. I already technically have it downloaded, but you should be able to click it right there and it'll load it up for you. But I moved mine over to my desktop. So I'm going to double click it. It's going to tell me blah, 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 and then I'm going to hit run. And this is what it looks like when you first open it up. So this is what it looks like full screen. You don't really want it full screen. You want to have it kind of set up kind of off, like almost split screen type deal. You're going to hit stairs. So you can save your stairs when you have them set up and use them like in Black Writer's Post. You can save them and then reuse them because they're already basically set up, and reuse them other places in your property or different properties. We're going to start off with default. So that way you can see what you need to do in order to set them up properly. So this is what you start off with. So the way I did mine, first of all, I pretty much deleted these first two. And then I'm probably doing it wrong, so feel free to correct me in the comments so no other people don't mess up this part. So I already have so hover, there we go. I already have everything lined up. I already tested everything. Hopefully it will all work. I already tested it. So I'm walking and I can go back and forth with ease. Okay. So, and this little tool right here, I explain it in the other video. This just helps me see where the heck I'm going and make sure, it makes it easier to see basically. That's literally all I use it for. So what we're going to do is, first step is on your horizontal flat plane. So if you hover over things, it tells you what it is. Okay. These are the first two things you want to focus on. Ignore this other stuff. Okay. So you're going to focus. Whew. Okay. Focus on this thing. And you're going to have, this is your first step. So we are going to go on to our flat plane right here, go into the properties, and we're going to start Control C to copy. And then we're going to come over here and Control V to paste. Okay. So very important. Control C. Sorry, this part's going to be somewhat monotonous. Okay. And then we're also going to take down our rotation. Slap that in here. And we already have everything all set up for that. So your image here is not always going to match up with how you think it should be over here. That's basic rotation and all that kind of stuff. And just roll with it. It's okay. Okay. So to make sure you set up this part first correctly, what you're going to need to do is line those up. This is basically going back a little bit. And then you're also going to do this, and it's literally a repeat of my flat plane for my angled plane. We're going to do, it's basically the exact same positioning, and then you're just going to rotate it on the x-axis, 45.24. And if we look at this, that's exactly what it is. Okay. So we're going to go back to our flat plane. And we're going to go down to the next one. I'll leave it on position for right now. And then we're going to go to the next one. And then we are going to copy and paste all this stuff again. So we are going to clone this guy right here. And then we are going to copy and paste. And so you only need to click once over here. You're going to click once, and then you're going to need to double click back into game and paste. And then paste. Click once, and then double click. Paste, and there you go. So efficiency wise and less confusing wise, it's better to do it this way. And like, you're going to do all your flat planes first, then you're going to do all your angled planes, and then you're going to test the crap out of it multiple times. So let's do that now. Let's see. We also need to shrink the scale on this. So where do I? 0.2, 0.4, Oh, here's where I messed up. This was supposed to be 1.2. See, I already messed up. I don't know everything. All right, this is supposed to be 1.2. Whoop, not 0.2. 1.2. There we go. We probably should make this one 1.2 as well. Boom. That just happened. Okay. So, we got that one down there. That is actually the correct one now. And we are just going to keep on going. And I already know, since I made that other one, it's going to be about 9 steps. So, I need to set up where we're going to start angling. So, I'm going to do add. And then my rotation is going to go positive 10. So if I went negative, it would go off to my left. And if I go positive, it's going to go off to my right. It should. Don't hold me to it, though. Maybe. All right. So on that one, now we are ready to copy and paste. So we are going to clone. Boom. And you might see me screw up and fiddle with it a little bit because literally that was my first one that I made over there. And then rotation is going to be... What? That can't be right. There we go. Okay. Sometimes you got to click stuff around and make sure it updates. So this should be 190. And there we go. It's going off to our right. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video really quick, and I'm going to do all my horizontal flat planes because I can talk. Whee, and pause. Oh, it looks like I did pause. I'm going to pause again. I'm pausing again to drive you crazy, but also I'm pausing again because I'm going to show you another thing that you need to know. So there's the add thing, and then now we can, since we know that this is going to be, and I'm pointing at the screen like you guys can see it, which is silly. Anyway, we're doing a rotation, we're adding 10, and then we're just going to copy until I hit 9, because that's how I know. So you're not going to know this to begin with. It's going to take some playing with in order to know exactly how many stairs. There's a nifty measurement thing that you can do, but I do not know how to use that. And if you really, really want to know, I could probably look into it and try and figure it out. But for right now, we're going to focus and not squirrel out on the stairs. Okay, so pausing again, and I'm going to make all these flat planes. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so all my flat planes are done. And I just realized that I probably didn't tell you how to make the flat planes. I do believe there's a tip in Black Writers thing, but this is literally, so this is one of those annoying ones. Let me actually make one for you really quick, and I'm just going to put plane. And I'm going to do flat plane. And it looks like there's nothing there, but if you look like this, it's right there. So you're going to create that, and don't flip it over because that'll mess up the collidables. But what you are going to do is you are going to make it texture double-sided. And voila. Then you basically follow the scaling and all that kind of stuff. So that being said, we're going to delete that one and move on. So we finished that up. Now we are going to move on to our angled flat plane. And so we are going to rinse, lather, repeat of the process we just did with the horizontal flat planes. But we are going to go down to this next step right there. And we are going to, on our handy dandy stair tool, we are going to go to the matching or corresponding stair, which is this one. And we are going to click on show in this one right here, the angled one. And we are going to rinse, lather, repeat. And we're going to clone. And then copy these. Boopity boop. That's already there. Gotta do it right there. And then rotation. We're going to copy that guy right there. All right. And then we're going to clone it again. And we are going to go over here and hit next. And that'll take us right to the next one. And we're going to go to position and copy our coordinates there. Do that right there. Boom. There we go. And then also need to copy down that rotation right there. I have a feeling I messed something up somewhere. Sure the heck did. See how that one's totally not lining up. So something somewhere went hinky. Let's see. Position 1358. Okay, so did I screw up on this one? Possibly. Oh yeah, totally did. Like that, and there. And that looks a heck of a lot better. Okay, and 190. And I believe that fixes that. Yep, okay. So I'll do one more for good measure to prove that I did the other ones right. Okay, so we're going to go down to this one here and clone that bad boy right there and copy and paste. How the heck did I mess this up so bad? Or is it just my bad eyes? Could be. Nope, sure isn't. Oh, rotation. Oh, that would be where I messed up. Because I didn't mess up, because I just didn't get there yet. Okay. So as you can see, sometimes you get thrown off by the monotony of the copy and pasting. Just try and like take it step at a time, and then if you see oddballs like that, you keep on moving. So look, I screwed up, and it's a lesson learned. Alrighty. So I'm going to pause this and come back when all these are done. And I'm back. And we're done. Well, sort of done. So we have the bones. And they work. And we've tested multiple times. And they work beautifully, just like the other do. So now we actually need to add in our visual stairs. So these aren't the ones we're actually walking on. It's just basically to add aesthetics. And they look nice. So before you think, oh yeah, I can go make all of these invisible, no. I recommend that you not do that. Like, I tend to not make anything collidable invisible until I'm done, at least with that particular section. So what I am going to do, I'm going to get rid of that sign because I don't need it no more. Actually, no, I'm not. Because I might need it, because I might screw something up. So I'm going to leave it there. But what we are going to do is we're going to go back over to our handy dandy stair tool. And we're going to start off with our first visual stair. So the prop you want to use, pardon me, is sewer. And it already gives you all that stuff, which we are going to now make a sewer that doesn't smell. Okay, sewer, create, and then we are going to scale it up first. So copy down 5.1 and 2 and 1. And then position is that one. There we go. And just for shits and giggles, even though I'm pretty sure its center point is actually in the center, I'm going to rotate it 180. Alrighty. And just to make life easier, I'm going to go grab the texture I used over here. And copy that. And put it on here. And forever. And there we go. And now I can just copy and paste. So I'm going to clone this one, and I'm going to hit next, and that should take me to that step. And I'm going to reduce the scale down to 4.25. and copy and paste my positioning. And the rotation still is at 180, so I'm going to skip that part, and then I'm going to clone it again and go next and copy and paste. And then I noticed that rotation changed up to 190, so I'm going to copy that or manually type it in, either or. And then you just keep on going until you get to the end. And I'm going to pause again, and because I'm not going to make you watch me do that. All right? All right. I'll be right back. Okay, so all those are done. So we can do a quick run through. I will actually try to combine these both. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do twofold. So we have our nice little railing, so we're going to do that now. And so it tells you right here if you hover over it. So it's hotel lobby rail post. So we're going to make that. Search hotel, and rail post. Create, and then I'm going to scale it. I'm going to put it where it needs to go first. And since rotation is sort of important on this one, just for aesthetics, I'm going to make sure that goes in there. And my scaling. That's not right. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Okie dokie. So I forgot to click. I'm still on sewer. So, oopsie. Need to go over there. So, and that messes up my rotations or my positioning too. So, see, we all make mistakes. And then scaling, I'm just going to type this in. Rotation, 180, that's good. And we're all good. And then I'm just going to take the texture I've slept on this one. And then I'm going to rinse, lather, beat again. So we're on that one. So we're going to do a clone and hit next. So we can pop down to that one and copy and paste. And then hopefully by the time I come back, we'll have all our fancy rails in and all these ugly blue things will be gone. So see you in a bit. Okay, back. And all we have left, at least in my personal opinion, some people would like to do the railings on both sides, but for the sake of time, which is already a 20-minute plus video, we're just going to do one side. And what we're going to use, we're going to go over to our stair tool and find out. So we're going to use for a candle as our left rail. And you can use other stuff, but for the sake of using the handy dandy tool, we are going to use a candle. So I didn't find just a candle. So candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, candle 4. And I don't even remember what I used. I think I used candle 2. So we're going to use candle 2. Let's see how it goes. Although it could be candle 1. You know, let's go with candle 1 and see what the difference looks like. Okay, so let's do that. Candle 1. And we are going to actually click on this so you actually get the right measurements and everything. So we're going to scale it down to 0.1, 0.73, 0.1. And that's position. And where to go? So I'm going to think that candle 1 maybe wasn't the right one to do. Possibly. We shall find out. Oh. Holy guacamole. Oh, because I'm on the wrong stair. Good gravy. Okay. So, note to self, always update which stair thingy you're on. So, okay. So let's try this one more time. And I think this was the funky thing I figured out the last time. And it did something funky and weird like that. I think it was maybe just a cap to go on. Because there's no rotation and it's supposed to be at 0 on the scale. So it's probably technically inside the like post now. Oh, yeah, there it is. Right there. So I don't really think we need that. So we're going to, skip that one. So we're going to come over here and use these instead. And change our scaling back to 0.75. And change the positioning. And put in our rotations. Well, now. So I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark and guess that candle 2 was the right number one night candle to go with. So for the time being, and to make the video a little shorter, I'm just going to copy the one that I have over here. I'm going to clone and rinse, lather, repeat. I'm putting in the coordinates. And then rotations. And we'll see if they came out perfectly. Boom. Okay. And then we move on to the next one. And so we're going to shrink our scaling down a little bit. And rinse, lather, repeat. Oh. I am silly and I didn't clone it again. See, this is how things get messed up. Just gotta focus. All right, so we are on that one. We want to go down here because that's the one we want to do, and we're gonna copy. Boom. Now we scale it down a little bit and do our rotations. All right, and you just keep on doing that all the way down. And I'll pause and have you come back for the final result. Okay. Okay, we're finished. We're done. Absolutely done. Sort of. So that's the basics of making the stairs. So there's other little things you could do aesthetic-wise, like floating stairs kind of boggle my mind. But, it's a fantasy world. Maybe we do live on space stairs. I don't know. But, little things you could do. You can probably just, clone one of these. Put you back where you were. I think it probably would be 109. Oh, hey, nope. Maybe 3. You know what I mean? Put it back where it was-ish. And then drop it to the floor. Drop it like it's hot. There we go. And then scale it up. And then look, it's supported. And you can do that on all of them. Just all the way up. That would look pretty cool. You can do it on both sides. Creative license, you can do whatever the heck you want. But they work. And nobody's going to get stuck in your stairs. It's going to be amazing. And this is already a really long video. But hopefully this was helpful. And, before I go. So, this is the stair tool, and you want to make sure we're okay. So to save a stair, see where it says name default. What we want to do, we want to name it. Let's just say, because my lack of creativity right now is epic. So I'm gonna just do test 3 because I don't know how many tests I've made at this point. And we're gonna hit save. And then when we go, let's say we want to pull up another stair. Oh, perfect. You can do that. Testing all sorts of different stairs. And then there's your basic stair. So that's how you do that. Let's go back into test 3. And let's say you wanted to add some more. You can either in the same direction, you can just copy. If you wanted to just add one that's going in the same direction, you want to like for some reason go all of a sudden straight, you would just do add. Oop. That brings up another point right here, the alignment. So we're gonna delete these there. So let's say you wanted to move these off to where they're lined up at the left. You can easily do left or center or right. It will change your numbers, so keep that in mind. This is something you want to do right off the bat. I prefer mine centered. Let's see, what else? I think that's it, unless there's anything you guys can think of, which if that's the case, put in the comments below or send me a message or an email and I'll see what I can do to answer the question. Other than that, I think this video is more than long enough. I'm sorry that it's just kind of one of those things that's a detailed thing. Slap on some music and try and maybe have a cup of coffee or something to zero in your focus. It's going to be a lot of copy and pasting and try and keep track on what step you're at. But just take your time, focus, and the tool should pretty much take care of itself. And as long as you're copying and pasting and keeping track, you should be fine. All right. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.